and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations, where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations, where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations, where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations, where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student. Annually organized international conferences, training workshops, and regular visits of renowned foreign as well as local academicians encourage young Bahrians to exchange knowledge, research, and wisdom. From Europe to Asia, the extended circle of knowledge of Bahria University is linked with universities located in 12 diverse countries. We believe that together we can transform the future and make the world a better place. Our campuses represent the real culture and diversity present in Pakistan. Your door to digital world is open round the clock as Pakistan's first educational web TV offers you to be the star of your own universe. Here at Bahria, we build a platform for our students not only to become skilled graduates, but also equip them with passion for country, integrity, faithfulness, harmony, and ability to transform the world. Prepare yourself as you are now entering into the universe of never-ending opportunities and innovations where life's calling you for an exciting world of learning. Established in 2000, Bahria University, Pakistan is the starting point for all inspiring minds to connect the life and learning. The capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, the home of cultural and ancient civilizations, Lahore, and the industrial and economic hub, Karachi, are now host to our 3 vibrant and multi-purpose campuses. From the spectacular scenes of Margala Hills to architectural marvels of Islamabad, the intracity accessibility to intercity transport made us the first choice of every student.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin by welcoming our honorable guests and the participants to the closing ceremony of International Conference on Pak-Sino Partnership Prospects and Challenges in Higher Education Collaboration.
早上好, good morning. We welcome and thank you for honoring us with your presence.
First of all, I would like to request you all to kindly rise to honor the national anthems of Pakistan and China. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all the dignitaries, honorable guests and the participants of the event. I'm your host, Dr. Humaira Dinar, and I'm an assistant professor at the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, Bahria University, Islamabad.
And I am Malia, student of Bahria Business School, Islamabad.
It is a great honor for us to welcome our distinguished guests and keynote speakers who have joined us online. We welcome you and thank you on behalf of Bahria University for honoring us with your gracious presence. Let us begin today's event with the praise of Almighty Allah, the most merciful and the most benevolent.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولله ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء قدير.
And to Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and Allah is over all things competent.
إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب.
Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alternation of the night and the day are signs for those of understanding.
الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار.
Who remember Allah while standing or sitting or lying on their sides and give thought to the creation of the heavens and the earth, saying, Our Lord, you did not create this aimlessly. Exalted are you above such a thing. Then protect us from the punishment of the fire.
صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our esteemed chief guest of the ceremony, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishane-Imtiyaz Military, Chief of Naval Staff and Pro-Chancellor Bahria University, and our guest of honor, Lieutenant General Retired Muhammad Asghar, Hilale-Imtiyaz Military. We thank you for providing your gracious presence and for joining us today.
We have gathered here today to conclude a successful, promising and intellectually stimulating international conference on Pak-Sino partnership, prospects and challenges in higher education collaboration, organized by Bahria University, Islamabad. It has been 2 intensive, yet wonderful and productive days, aimed at disseminating and creating advanced knowledge and research, with the prime goal to strengthen and enhance academic collaboration between Pakistan and China. Let us take a tour of the last 2 days by looking at the highlights of the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to the opening ceremony of International Conference on Pak-Sino Partnership, Prospects and Challenges in Higher Education Collaboration. This conference is being attended online by viewers in Karachi, Lahore and abroad.
Pakistan and China have a very long, cherished and common history of friendship and brotherhood that has stood against all the storms and the tempests for well over 7 decades.
We are focused to further increasing and expanding the scope of our partnerships in years to come.
I would like to extend my warm congratulations to the successful opening of the International Conference on Pak-Sino Partnership, Prospects and Challenges in Higher Education Collaboration. China and Pakistan have always supported each other in core interests and major concerns.
China is currently number 1 in artificial intelligence. Last year, the total transaction in China through e-commerce platform was around $2 trillion.
We should teach Chinese language in Pakistan, in schools, in professional colleges, and also in universities, because it creates an enabling environment for doing business, for doing academic research together.
I would say that Bahria University has taken this initiative at a very, very right time. Because though we talk about having very strong and cordial relations with China, which there are for the last around 6-7 decades.
Oceans are nature's great.
Universities across the world are already seeking
you. Once our business conference is finalized,
it's such a wonderful insight and wonderful presentation.
Ultimately, this understanding leads.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Retired Kalim Shaukat, Hilal-e-Imtiaz Military Rector, Bahria University, Lieutenant General Retired Muhammad Asghar, Member HEC and former consultant CPEC, Mr. Shehzad Rashid, CTO Huawei Pakistan, Dr. Sander Schrovers, Dean Heilongjiang University, China, Director General Islamabad Campus, distinguished speakers, deans, directors, HODs, faculty members, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I welcome all of you on the closing ceremony of International Conference titled Pakistan-Sino Partnership, Prospects and Challenges in Higher Education Collaboration that was held between 8th and 10th September 2021. This conference commenced on 8th September with the objective to highlight and discuss the potential and challenges of academic collaboration between Chinese and Pakistani universities by exploring various streams of partnership that can be pursued to strengthen academic ties. The purpose was to enable participants to share and exchange ideas, experiences, opinions, and research results relating to collaborative models of education between Pakistan and China. We began the manifestation of this objective with an opening ceremony on day one, where Mr. Ali Muhammad Khan, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs, graced the occasion as the chief guest. His Excellency Masood Khan, former President of Azad Jammu and Kashmir and a seasoned diplomat, was the guest of honor, while His Excellency Non Rong, Ambassador of People's Republic of China to Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and His Excellency Moinul Haq, Ambassador of Islamic Republic of Pakistan to the People's Republic of China, were the keynote speakers. Our worthy guests highlighted the great potential of Pakistan and China's academic cooperation, while highlighting the opportunities for Pakistan to gain from the tremendous knowledge and expertise of China in the field of science and technology, artificial intelligence, engineering sciences, environmental and social sciences, maritime studies, and medicine. There was strong emphasis placed on overcoming the language barriers through establishment of more language centers that can equip the academic and business community to pursue their endeavors across the borders. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference was divided into 8 parallel sessions where a total of 30 papers and concept notes were presented by international and national speakers from academia as well as industry. After conclusion of all the sessions, a panel discussion was also held on 9 September. Out of these presentations, 12 were from China, which were from the Chinese Geological Survey, Communication University, Sun Yat-sen University, Jiangsu Normal University, Chang'an University, and Dalian Maritime University, while 18 papers were presented by Pakistani speakers from Bahria University, National Defense University, Karachi University, Shaheed Benazir Bhutto Women University, Peshawar, National University of Modern Languages, National Institute of Oceanography, Eurasian Industrial Research Center, Sialkot, Regional Integration Center, University of the Punjab, International Islamic University, Islamia University, Bahalpur, Canard College, Lahore, Pakistan People's-led Disaster Management in Insurance, and the Foreman Christian College, Lahore. While the participants in the panel discussion included Mr. Khalid Taimur Akram, who is the Executive Director of Center for Global and Strategic Studies, Lieutenant General Muhammad Asghar, Member HEC and former consultant CPEC, Rear Admiral retired Nasir Mahmood, Pro-Rector RIC, Bahria University, and Mr. Hassan Dawood Butt, CEO of KPBOIT. This whole conference has been broadcasted live by BUTV, including this ceremony of today. The themes which were presented in the parallel sessions included Pakistan-Sino bilateral research partnerships, engaging researchers, that is faculty and students, as change agents. Second was attaining long-term results through short-term exchange programs, developing PhD talent through split programs and scholarships, CPEC and cross-border industry-academia linkages, collaborative professional training to bridge knowledge gap, role of Pak-China academic partnership towards attainment of CPEC goals, commercialization of applied research through BICs and STPs of the partner universities, identification of challenges likely to be faced by higher education collaboration, and the strategy to transform these into opportunities. And the last one was academic and applied research in the maritime domains. Ladies and gentlemen, while the major findings of all the sessions will be converted into the conference proceedings with actionable recommendations, but for the knowledge of our worthy guests today, I will take this opportunity to present few of the major findings. One, although a good number, as per Pakistan's ambassador to China, that is 28,000 Pakistani students are enrolled in Chinese universities in different fields, yet this number needs to increase manifold. Worst is the case of the Chinese students who are enrolled in the Pakistani universities, which according to the ambassador are even less than 100 only. Second, there is a scarcity in academic collaboration in the form of student and faculty exchange, joint projects, and opening of more study centers in both the countries. Third, academic collaboration in the field of, particularly in the field of science and technology, maritime and marine sciences, earth sciences, climate change, and energy is the need of the hour. Fourth, Pakistani universities need to develop entrepreneur culture and productive measures to initiate healthy discourse regarding entrepreneurship. University graduates should be job providers instead of job seekers. Fifth, understanding of the concept of sustainability in its true sense is very important, but majority of big organizations in Pakistan lack progress in achieving sustainable development goals. Academic sector of Pakistan, in collaboration with Chinese counterparts, can work on finding solutions which can make their progress in the right direction. Sixth, Pakistani women make half of the country's population but rarely contribute in national development in comparison to China. Even highly educated women are unable to utilize their skills due to this social structure in Pakistan. Seventh, after the initiation of CPEC, there is a huge potential in blue economy of Pakistan for which universities can play an excellent role. Researchers and scholars from both countries can benefit from each other's experiences. The next is, being an agroeconomy, Pakistan needs innovation and modernization in this field. Agriculture sector needs desperate attention from Higher Education Commission in terms of training and collaboration in addition to industrial exposure, and obviously we can learn a lot from the Chinese experiences. COVID-19 pandemic, it has badly affected the academic collaboration between the two countries, and last finding is workforce in Pakistan in comparison to China is unskilled, which is not only unaware of their labor laws, but a kind of burden on the national economy as well. There had been many recommendations which have been summarized into the following. There must be intensive and rigorous cooperation among Pakistani and Chinese universities in all the academic fields. There should be joint projects in all fields, which include natural sciences, social sciences, management sciences, engineering, environmental sciences, health, oceanography, and so on. Both countries should send and receive scholars and researchers on reciprocal basis. Funding in this regard needs to be increased urgently. China needs to pay special attention in this regard, as number of Chinese scholars and researchers in Pakistan is almost nil. Learning each other's language is key to academic collaboration. More language centers need to be established across the borders. There's a need to identify areas of academic industrial linkages between both the countries. Academicians can help industrial sector as well as policymakers with empirical research. Supervisors need to help students identify such areas for their future research. Under CPEC, rapid industrial and infrastructure development is underway. These projects must consider environmental challenges before and during the implementation. Ground surveys need to be conducted by researchers in order to identify genuine grievances of the people and recommend solutions to those. Training and awareness sessions should be held to educate the students from both the countries about each other's culture and traditions. Incubation systems in Pakistan and China are quite different. Both countries should learn from each other's experiences and involve policymakers for effective and productive steps. Companies should build training programs with the help of professionals and academicians to enhance awareness regarding sustainable goals and their importance. Role of women should be enhanced at HEC and university level. The representation of women should be encouraged and facilitated. China has a lot of female workers who are working in Pakistan under the different CPEC projects. This should also be encouraged in Pakistan. And last recommendation is that policymakers in Pakistan must be clear about their objectives while interactive with their Chinese counterparts. There should not be any ambiguity while making policies in this regard, and no internal or external pressures be absorbed. Such approach will bring the desired results on part of Pakistan. To conclude, we are confident that having close linkages among academic institutions, together we can achieve the goal of shared future. Since future belongs to Asia, a multilateral Pakistan-China collaboration has to happen. We are very positive about the fact that a bright and progressive future awaits us with lots of collaborations, exchanges, and productive activities which will be very beneficial for both the countries. I thank you for all of you for your patience and attention. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir. We are privileged to have Lieutenant General Retired Muhammad Asghar Hilale Imtiaz Military as our guest of honor for this ceremony. General Asghar has a tremendous experience in education sector and Pakistan-China academic cooperation. He joined academia in 2007 after 35 years of active military service. He has served as director of NUST for 10 years and as a consultant on China-Pakistan Economic Corridor at the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan for over 4 years. He had been acting executive director of HEC for over a year and is currently a member of the Higher Education Commission, Pakistan. With this introduction, may I have the honor to request Lieutenant General Retired Muhammad Asghar to address the gathering.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Admiral Amjad Khan Niazi, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Kaleem Shaukat, Rector Bahria University, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to be present in the closing ceremony of this conference, which in my opinion is going to be one of the most important conferences on China-Pakistan academic and research collaboration. I'll go through certain slides to put some of the points in context. I'll cover my talk in three parts. I'll give you a brief overview of China's academic and research potential, and then talk about the potential of Pakistani universities, and lastly, mechanism for academic and research cooperation. So, if we look at the size and structure of China's higher education system, the structure is not different from ours. They have bachelor degrees for 4 to 5 years, and then masters for 2 to 3 years, and PhD again 3 to 4 years. Just to give you an idea of the size or the magnitude of their higher education sector, China spends about 4% of their GDP on education as a whole. And their tertiary education enrollment, including technical and vocational education, is 88.3%. The graduates from their higher education are about 82 million. And students enrolled in public higher education institutions are 41.83 million, which makes an access ratio or enrollment ratio of 54.54%. And in 2018, they had 490,000 foreign students, which may have increased by now. The average student to teacher ratio is 18 to 1. They have made concerted effort to modernize their higher education system in the last 2 to 3 decades. And let me give you some of the salient points of their interventions. They launched Project 211 in 100 universities with about 36.8 billion yuan. They started in 1995. This was followed by another Project 985, in which they picked up 39 universities out of 211 project universities for further upgradation. And then they came up with a very innovative concept of double first-class universities plan. Under this plan, they introduced double first-class programs in 42 universities. So they were upgrading the university as a whole and also picked up some of the programs for being the lead programs. And 95 double first discipline universities means that they did not focus on all the disciplines of these universities, but only picked up some of the programs from there. And these were among the top 1,000 world universities in the world. So in a nutshell,
Sino, Peking, Sudan,
almost 300,000 students are studying. Then they launched a Teach in China program in which they invited foreign teachers to come and teach in their universities. International students, the numbers have increased tremendously from mere 1,200 back in the 70s to now closing with 500,000. They have invested in infrastructure, labs and research funded, as I talked about, in the form of other programs. They want to internationalize their education by offering generous scholarships. They have a Chinese Scholarship Council which is offering these scholarships directly to those people who apply to their universities. And then 274 Chinese universities are offering some of these scholarships. Chinese embassies are also offering these scholarships. And incidentally, Chinese embassy in Pakistan has offered 5,000 scholarships to Pakistan, which will be given through Higher Education Commission. Let me have a look at the research output of China as compared to the rest of the world. Global research output grew about 4% annually over the last 10 years. But China's rate of research output has grown almost twice as fast as the world's annual average for the last 10 years. Comparatively, the output of US, European Union has grown at less than half the world's annual growth rate. Research papers from US and EU countries continue to have most impact, which means they are of higher quality, but China has shown a rapid increase in producing impactful publications. US, EU and Japan are more specialized in health sciences, whereas China and India are more specialized in engineering. International collaboration have increased over the last 10 years. Just to give you an idea of their investment in research, from 91 to 2017, their research funding has increased from almost 0 to 1.76 trillion yuan. And just to give you an idea of their focus in some of these specialized areas, they overtook US in artificial intelligence research in almost 3 years. President Xi Jinping has given a new slogan to the academia, which is Innovation China. And under this, their ranking in the Global Innovation Index has improved from 35th position in 2013 to 14th in 2020. Chinese government plans to facilitate scientific and technological cooperation between China and countries along the Belt and Road through scholarships, joint labs and joint research, and this is what actually creates a potential for our collaboration with us. Now I'll give you an overview of Pakistani universities. We have come a long way since the day we established a Higher Education Commission, and today we have 231 universities, out of which 141 are in the public sector and 90 private. Our enrollment or access ratio has increased from 2.6% in 2003 to 9% in 2018, which means we have also expanded exponentially in these years. We have also taken measures to improve quality in our universities. A massive faculty development program was launched by HEC, which is going on even today. HEC has invested in infrastructure development. Pakistan Educational and Research Network, PERN, with digital library, is actually the lifeline of researchers in Pakistani universities. HEC has focused on curriculum design and outcome-based education, especially in engineering programs. We have invested in extensive research support program. International linkages and rankings have also improved. And through the offices of research, innovation, commercialization, our focus really has been on entrepreneurship and innovation in Pakistani universities. HEC has created a focus on some of these areas through the establishment of centers of advanced studies, especially in energy, water, food and agriculture, artificial intelligence, robotics, cybersecurity, water informatics and technology, and a number of other centers are also there. We are trying to create research clusters of faculty, keeping in view the lab infrastructure. And research program has been actually restructured in the last 2 to 3 years. Research funding by HEC is now being disbursed through different programs. Global Challenge Fund, this focuses on major complex issues facing us and the region as a whole, and research funding actually is a much larger volume than it used to be previously. Local Challenge Fund, this focuses on the local problems of the area around the universities. And then Thematic Research Fund, this focuses on certain specific themes that we really want to look at more deeply. And then Technology Development Fund, which creates a linkage between industry and academia. Last but not the least is the CPEC Research Fund. This has been launched this year. We have already disbursed 336 million for 14 research projects that we picked up. This is the phase 1 of this research program. We will be launching the next call later this year. Let me mention some of the mechanisms that we have created for cooperation between Chinese and Pakistani universities. And number one is, before I do that, let me give you some of the prospects. We see a lot of interest of academia of the two countries converging under CPEC and BRI areas of research. China is generously internationalizing and supporting friendly countries like Pakistan. As of today, about 30,000 Pakistani students are there in China. And we are the third largest in numbers in China today, after South Korea and Thailand. Chinese universities have large research funding and they are prepared to undertake joint research. Like China, Pakistan has faculty with diverse educational background, having been educated in almost all the advanced countries of the world, and this is a great strength of Pakistani universities. We have graduates from US, UK, Australia, European Union, and even from China. But there are challenges, as I saw in the report which was presented, and number one is the language. Mandarin will take time to become lingua franca. Today, English is widely accepted across the globe as medium of education, and I think Chinese have realized this and they have introduced some of the English language programs in their universities too. Standard of education in most of the Chinese universities is not as good as that of the universities in developed countries. So although they have invested a lot and they are doing a lot to improve this, but they will take time to come up to the standards with the US or UK universities stand today. Better quality students of Pakistan actually prefer to go to countries other than China. They look for destinations within US, EU, and then Australia, New Zealand, etc. As was mentioned in the report, Chinese students also do not opt for Pakistani universities. Probably they also want to go to the better universities in the developed countries. And what have we done really in the last 4 years? We established a consortium of universities back in 2017, and the initial membership was about 19 universities, 9 from China and 10 from Pakistan. This has expanded to 54 universities now, and the number is increasing. This consortium is being pushed by Higher Education Commission in Pakistan and China Association of Higher Education. And we have all the top 9 universities of China as members of this consortium. We hold annual mechanism conferences in which we discuss all the issues and try to resolve them. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, conference in 2020 had to be cancelled. This year we are having our 4th meeting in October, and this will be online. Joint research centers and labs, this is another focus, and under this, the first joint research center is being established in Quaid-e-Azam University. I'll just give you the details later. And some of the joint labs have been established in some of our universities, one in arid agriculture and another in Lasbela, University of Agriculture and Marine Sciences, Balochistan. Faculty development in Chinese universities, I've mentioned already, they have offered 5,000 scholarships, but COVID-19 is a hindrance right now, but I'm sure this program will kick off very soon. We are focusing on talent cultivation through faculty and student exchanges. A new PC1 has been approved for us, under which we are going to focus on talent cultivation in the form of sending our postdoc students to China, and then placements in Chinese universities for our graduate students for about 6 months, and then study abroad option for undergraduate students of Pakistani universities and Chinese. By the way, in this PC1, we have also included funding for Chinese who come and study in Pakistan. So it's not just one-way traffic. We will be sending students from Pakistani universities and then accepting Chinese students in Pakistani universities, which will be funded by HEC. Likewise, we also are probing to have a joint degree or a dual degree program between Pakistani and Chinese universities, which will actually make us understand Chinese in a better way. We have established 6 China study centers today. These centers were established this year, and they are going to focus on research in Chinese economy and their society and the way they have really come up. So almost all the major areas of research will be covered by these China study centers. CPEC focus research, I've already mentioned about it. This slide shows the scope of research at China-Pakistan Joint Research Center on Earth Sciences. There are basically 3 sub-centers. One center would focus on climate change process and mechanism, and also Earth surface process and mechanism. Another center will focus on tectonic movement process and mechanism, and this will especially be focused on Karakoram Highway and our northern areas which are subjected to earthquakes quite frequently in our region, and we do not want that our lifeline to China gets affected, and therefore some of the live instruments will be deployed to monitor tectonic movement. And the third center will look at marine physical process and mechanism. This is what will I think interest Navy a lot, because we'll be looking at the process as a whole. So this is the last slide I had. I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. We are honored to have Mr. Shahzad Rashid, Chief Technology Officer, Huawei Technologies, as our keynote speaker. Mr. Shahzad Rashid has a dynamic blend of technological expertise. His expertise include executive in leadership, technological administration, technological innovation, development, implementation, and market development. With this brief introduction, may I request Mr. Shahzad Rashid to kindly deliver his keynote speech.
Thank you. I think I'm glad to hear all the high-level agenda and discussion we have today. Then finally executing our goals. So today I think I would like to highlight a couple of points. One point is, being in the industry from the last 20 years, I have observed one thing, that there is some gap Now, as I say, there are three keys which are very, very important for the young to do. One is education, second is experience, the third is career. So education is somehow, I think, has to come from the university side, has to come from the academic side. But the other two, experience and the career, for these keys, the industry has to play their role. They have to come closer. They have to come closer to the academia so that they can incorporate this experience and this exposure part to the young students. So that when they will be hunting for the job or when they start the job, so at the day's growth, they will not be suffering from any disadvantage as compared to the. So having said that, I emphasize a lot more on the experience and the exposure part because as per my experience, I think from the education side, from the curriculum side, I think all our users are very, very good. But the other two keys, I think we need to focus more on that. I have seen the students from especially in the last, I think, 2 years, with the visiting centers in all the major universities. I have seen that the technical skill set is not what I have seen the rest of the students. Our students will have much more ability to come with higher technical ideas, but maybe that why Google or Facebook or Tata or whatever cannot come out of Pakistan is because our focus for youth is more on the textbook side and less on the interpersonal skill side. We have to teach them how to make a product commercial. We have to teach them how to market their product. So technical ideas and technical skill set, I have no issue with that, and we are doing really, really well. That I really want to say for this group of universities. But for the next two things, I think that is as academia from our side, it's market, and I think for the big companies, they have to come forward and they have to work very closely with the universities so that we should have these major MNCs coming out of Pakistan and our students should grow out of time. So with this, I would again say thank you very much for making these type of sessions. And I think going forward, if you resolve all these challenges we are facing, such sessions would play a very, very important role, and we should have one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We're extremely privileged to have Dr. Sanders Crowers, Dean Heilongjiang International University, China, as our keynote speaker. Dr. Sander is an interculturalist specialized in global leadership research in 70 countries and author of 80 books on international communication. Dr. Sander also gives lectures at the summer school on international business skills every year at Bahria University. Referring to himself as a part-time Pakistani, Dr. Sander is based in Harbin and Amsterdam. In addition, he is a visiting professor in Russia, Georgia, and Romania. Dr. Sander is a reviewer for several academic journals, as well as editor-in-chief of China's Belt Road magazine. May I request Dr. Sander, Dean Heilongjiang International University, China, to kindly address this gathering.
Member of the agency, Honorable Rector of Bahria University, distinguished speakers, In the first thing of the story, I told you again 2 weeks ago, and I do want to compliment here the good people at the BUTV for, it is almost a life experience. To be honest, I haven't used this kind for 2 years, but it is remarkable how well you see things and good. I said I've been creating the Bahria for a long time, actually almost 10 years. It is a few years ago, closing event where we usually have this on Friday. And I remember that saying, we need more Sino academic partnerships. And I was asking, what can I do as a lecturer? And in between, a few years later, there is this magnificent international conference on it. In between, I also now work, yes, I still work in Amsterdam, but part-time. I also work in China. Half the year, and so I think our conference now becomes a valuable culture. Our minds have been assailed by these statistic expressions. It will take time before we can consolidate this to our personal perspective, and I would have loved to be at the normal conference in the area. The networking, especially with this event, would have been magnificent. There's so much that I would love to do, but unfortunately it's the webcam. I made a few slides that I would like to share with you. Yeah, so what my theme is globalization. It's actually spelled in the usual way. In this case, I would like to say global is Asian. And the subtitle is covering the curriculum. At the first meeting of some school 2 weeks ago, I loved it. It's true, I'm a part-time Pakistani in my heart. It's not that long ago that Europe self-mutilated itself. We had wars.
Excuse me, sorry, Dr. Sander? May I request you to kindly remove the screen, display screen from the center, because otherwise we just see a black box on the slides. So if you can remove the display screen in which you were able to see the other participants, yeah. You need to close it or put it aside. That's perfect.
Apologies. Yeah, so in Europe, we saw terrible things mainly between France and Germany, each war. And after the Second World War, people got together as a society and we tried to stop these kind of elements. And part of it, I think, from higher education is that we started the Erasmus the program, which fosters an understanding of your host country. And if I speak for not so much of the Young University, but my university in Amsterdam, is where students in the International Business School, they need to have a minimum of 2 languages, they have a minimum of 2 intercultural courses, and I specifically would like to talk about the intercultural part, because some of the respected members have said language is important. I would like to repeat that language is only 8% of our communication. Culture is a very essential part as well. Also, students must graduate. They have a work lesson abroad, half a year, and they have an Erasmus experience, also half a year. So, in total, 2 languages, 2 times intercultural courses, and 1 abroad, probably in different countries. Then there's also
minor. I have a little bit of an echo, yeah. So we believe that we gain from this. Which brings me to another thing, is that markets move faster than curricula. And I would like to support that by again, my theme global is Asian, globalization, because if I look at the 9 out of the 10 busiest international airline routes are in Asia. Asia now accounts for 30% of the world's billionaires, and it is growing fast. 60% of foreign direct investment in Asia originates from within Asia. Intra-Asian trade is the greatest share of global trade growth. Plus, intra-Asian trade grows much faster than the average rates. We also saw that with the previous speaker for research, but it's all the way. Asian countries, I even think, might shift away from the dollar because China at the moment is implementing the Chinese cryptocurrency, and I foresee a lot of growth and potential as well for Pakistan. If I look at what we see, perhaps in a Pakistani perspective, is that there's hardly any study programs aimed at these new opportunities I just talked about. And my question is, all this hard connectivity of CPEC, and can it be followed by the soft connectivity? The previous speaker referred to the skill sets. The one skill that what surprises me in many countries is that universities still concentrate on the Western body of knowledge. And I'm thinking that shouldn't higher education also make meaning of the skills gap, as also identified by the previous speaker. I think at the moment too many Pakistani are studying in the West. Not enough Chinese are studying in Pakistan. Is there a way that a responsive curriculum management might be able to address that? I think size matters, and Pakistan, from my perspective, you are a huge country, and as such you should take your place as well, I feel. So my theme could be Pakistan Connect, and I'm asking if universities are able to co-develop localized learning materials, Sino professionals with applied experience and insights. They could draw best practices. They could co-develop classroom materials. Is it possible for higher education to define student attainment of such applied CPEC skills? How do we measure it? When do they pass an exam, or should it be skills? And maybe, as mentioned already, maybe not too much focus anymore on textbook, but on applied skills. Of course, we talk about China, and me as a part-time Chinese as well will only laud and applaud that. At the same time, is what we develop now, is it transferable to Pak Kazakh, Pak Uzbek, or Pak anywhere in the region collaboration? Because that is also a reality of the road that CPEC will be opening. So again, I would like to call for responsive curriculum management, because this is a reality, but there's more. Because CPEC also, you can see it as a fulcrum of regional connectivity, and the geostrategic location of Pakistan allows you to develop into a new frontier for global trade, opening the Arabian Sea, the Gulf. It is an access for China from the west side. I think Gwadar port is able and has the potential to transpose the landlocked Central Asian countries, as we often refer to. Maybe we can land link them and stop calling it landlocked. Maybe Pakistan is the land link to these markets. I should be short on time, but I'm also fairly interested in a very large country, Kazakhstan, and it is the buckle of the Belt and Road, I feel. And last year we organized an online summer school event, CPEC Insights, with excellent guests. But also we included students from Pakistan, but also from Kazakhstan. And I'm interested as a part-time Pakistani, part-time Chinese in these elements. But I'm also interested in how communication can function in this. And I would like to plea for go further than just the linguistics. I think communication is more than just language. We have more communication. That's not necessarily the same as better communication. And language is only 10% of that, or 8%. So we need something more. What I try to do myself from my Chinese side is that I try to bring these wonderful kids and colleagues to Pakistan. I'm a big promoter of your country in the East, as well as in the West, by the way. And I have a bit of a noisy clip I would love to share with you, but that's... It was very fast and also a bit noisy, I apologize, but the concept is that we bring a group of students, bachelors, and we bring them together and we put them for a week in a very intensive course. And I could see it happening on the work floor, and I think that is an element of higher education that I've been experimenting with a lot. As a Chinese educator, I look forward to see more academic collaboration as a Chinese educator, but perhaps also as a part-time Pakistani. As mentioned, global is Asian. I hope that we are able to offer our students short-term visits, shared online lectures, which is not always that easy, because you have to realize that certain platforms that we use in the Western world are not always the ones that we use in China. In an hour from now, I will be teaching my class in Heilongjiang, but I can only work with Ding Ding, or Ding Talk in English. It's a very good platform, but yeah, there are challenges we need to take. Let's take them, because there is much to win in the globalization perspective for higher education. I hope. As I said, I think, yeah. I hope, as I said, that I look for joint curriculum and learning materials, and I hope these can be developed from an Asian perspective, from the Pakistani way, from the Chinese way. And why would we keep on using Western textbook that don't apply, that don't help the work floor? And in the end, that is what we do. We want to prepare our students for a future career that is successful. And for that, yeah, I would like to. It's a bit funny that the European says stop the European textbooks, but I do say so wholeheartedly. I will close with a heart-meant Bohat Shukriya. I think my time is up here, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With great pleasure, I would now like to request Honorable Rector of Bahria University, Vice Admiral Retired Kaleem Shokat Hilale Imtiaz Military, for his kind vote of thanks.
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Honorable Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e Imtiaz Military, Lieutenant General Retired Muhammad Askar, Member HEC, Formal Consultant CPAC, Mr. Shehzad Rashid, Chief Technical Officer Huawei, Dr. Sander Shrovers, Dean, Heilongjiang International University, China, distinguished guests, faculty members, dear students, Assalamu alaikum and a good morning. As we draw the curtain on this first international conference on Pak-Sino partnership, prospects and challenges in higher education collaboration, I would like to express my profound gratitude to all participants in making this event a success. A success not only because we had a wide number of participants and delegates from within and outside Pakistan, but because we have been able to highlight and discuss important avenues of collaboration and discuss important and challenges faced by higher education institutes of China and Pakistan from various perspectives. The recommendations that have been put forth will help in overcoming these challenges and take our cooperation to new heights of glory. Participation of friends from different countries who share their valuable input and expertise on different sub-themes of the conference has been invaluable. They have managed to provide us an exceptional framework for our discussions on all the themes. This conference has proved itself to be a great learning experience that has brought forth many ideas, solutions, statistics, interpretations, and perspectives which need to be further explored and materialized. Ladies and gentlemen, CPEC has opened immense opportunities for the region. What was believed to be impossible is now possible through this web of regional connectivity. However, we need to understand that the vision of regional connectivity cannot be attained to its fullest without institutionalizing collaboration of higher education institutes from China and Pakistan. Close collaboration between Chinese and Pakistani universities in areas of modernizing curriculum, establishment of industry-academia linkages, research, trainings, exchange programs, and academic partnerships are required to effectively respond to the opportunities and challenges posed by CPEC and swift integration in the regional connectivity. Ladies and gentlemen, Bahria University has taken concrete steps in this direction through establishment of partnerships with Chinese universities and joining CPEC consortium of universities. We have also established Pakistan-China Study Center and a Chinese language lab to promote collaboration and to develop interest of Pakistani scholars in pursuing higher education in Chinese universities. Likewise, directorates of ORIC and International Office at Bahria University are actively tapping opportunities of academic and research collaboration with Chinese universities. Using these platforms, Bahria University intends to pursue joint research with Chinese universities in the domains of science and technology, mainly focusing in areas such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and maritime studies. Similarly, to support mutual exchanges between the two countries, we would like to enhance our faculty-student exchanges, learning and work experience exchanges, and participation in mutual scientific research. We also plan to conduct seminars on teaching pedagogies for the promotion of state-of-the-art technologies in teaching, such as distant education technologies. Further, with consent of Higher Education Commission, we plan to integrate Chinese language as a course where possible in academic programs, degree programs for better employability of our graduates in projects running under CPEC. We are determined in our plans and would like to use this conference as a platform to further strengthen our relations with our partners in China. In the end, I would like to once again thank our honorable guests, especially Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiyaz Military, for their valuable time and participation in this conference. I would also like to thank all the participants and delegates for their gracious presence and contributions. I must also appreciate the organizing team for their efforts and hard work towards holding a successful conference. I am hopeful that we will be able to translate these recommendations into meaningful actions and continue our efforts for a collaborative approach through such events in developing and strengthening Pak-Sino academic partnerships. With this, I thank you all for your patience hearing.
Thank you, sir. It is our great honor to have Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishane-Imtiaz Military, Chief of Naval Staff and Pro-Chancellor Bahria University, as the chief guest for today's closing ceremony. Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishane-Imtiaz Military, was commissioned in Operations Branch of Pakistan Navy in 1985. A winner of the coveted Sword of Honor, the Admiral has vast experience of both command and staff appointments. His distinguished staff appointments include Principal Secretary to Chief of the Naval Staff, Head of F-22P Mission in China, Deputy Chief of Naval Staff Training and Evaluation, Director General Naval Intelligence and Chief of Staff Operations at Naval Headquarters, Islamabad. Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi is a graduate of Army Command and Staff College, Quetta, and National Defense University, Islamabad. He also holds a master's degree in underwater acoustics from Beijing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics, China. In recognition of his meritorious services, the Admiral has been awarded Nishane-Imtiaz Military, Hilal-e-Imtiaz Military, and Sitara-e-Qasam. He was also conferred the French Medal Chevalier by the government of France. With this brief introduction, may I have the honor to request our honorable chief guest to address the audience.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasul al-Kareem. Am I audible and visual to you all? No glitches? Can I receive an acknowledgement from the university, please?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vice Admiral Kaleem Shaukat, Rector, Bahria University, honorable speakers, distinguished guests, faculty members, dear students, Assalamu alaikum, good morning, and ni hao. It is indeed a matter of great pleasure for me to be here at the closing ceremony of the first international conference on Pak-Sino partnership for prospects and challenges in higher education collaboration, which has been very befittingly organized by Bahria University. This conference is of great value and relevance to the higher education sector of both Pakistan and China, especially in the backdrop of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which has opened promising opportunities for diverse sectors of economy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to see that the themes of the conference are very well thought out, as they encompass all major avenues of economic collaboration for the participants to discuss and present. I must appreciate the participants of the conference for their efforts and valuable input, as events like these not only add to the existing knowledge, but also generate new perspectives to benefit the members from all walks of life. I am confident that the knowledge generated as a result of deliberations in the conference sessions would adequately mitigate challenges in the way of future collaboration. In addition, the conference proceedings and publications will serve as useful source of guidance and conference and reference for all stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed during my introduction, that I did my master's from Beijing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics, China. Now, in this context, I would like to share some of my personal experiences and recommend a few things as part of the session. Some of the points I have randomly jotted down, and when I proceed, I may not appear as coherent, so pardon me for that. First of all, one of the participants today talked about the Chinese language, and also I heard the former president of HAK, Mr. Masood Khan, emphasizing on the learning of the Chinese language. While Mr. Sanders has said that it only contributes about 8 to 10% knowing the language, but I personally feel that it may contribute 8 to 10% as far as learning is concerned. The learning part or the classes participation in the university is concerned. But the kind of collaboration that Pakistan and China have and that we are going to have in future, I think it is more important for us to learn Chinese and the Chinese to learn English so that we understand each other better. While Mr. Sanders said that it only contributes about 8 to 10%, but my own experience was that, to get the right answer, sometimes I had to ask the same question in five different ways to the professor to be able to make him understand the question and then understand the answer myself. So the language plays a very important role, because if the instructor is not as good in English and the student doesn't know Chinese, so it becomes very difficult. Even the learning process becomes very difficult. So I think learning Chinese and some of the programs that we have initiated in Pakistan, I think will do a lot of good as far as promoting Chinese language in Pakistan is concerned. More than the collaboration that we have talked about, what we need to learn from the Chinese universities is their learning environment and the learning and the teaching methods that they used. I have narrated this at a number of places. That in that university where I studied, there were 3 distinct sessions. And first, before that, I explain that, let me also share with you that the Chinese universities have a lot of accommodation for the students as well as the faculty. So in the university that I was studying, I think 80% of the students used to live on the campus, and I believe more than 90% of the faculty used to live on the campus. So that is the first thing to start. Then 3 different distinct sessions. First session used to start at 8 o'clock in the morning till about 12. 12 to 2 was a break for the lunch and rest. The second session would commence at 2 and terminate at about 5:30 or 6. And then some of the students would return to their department after taking their supper or dinner, say around 8 o'clock. And then the last session was flexible. Someone would spend about an hour, and someone would spend about 2 hours, and someone even beyond that. So if the students are present in the department for 3 distinct sessions daily, and whenever they require the faculty to be present, the faculty would also come and join them. So this type of environment, I think, even if you don't want to learn anything, just be present for 3 sessions there, you would still gain a lot in a day. So that is the kind of environment that I saw, and I think if we can replicate 50% of it in our universities, I think we will do a lot of good to our learning environment. Another thing that I observed was that majority of the students would do their bachelor's, followed by master's, followed by their PhD, and some of them even postdoctorate in one go. So you would have a ready doctor at the age of about 30, 32 years, even some of them even younger, and look at the time that he has available to give back to the university or to the country. Then, as the university teachers, the kind of responsibility that and the kind of understanding that they observed towards the national cause. I'll just narrate one incident. During my stay from 97 to 99 in China, in Beijing, one of the Chinese embassies abroad, that is in Belgrade, was bombed by the US, if you all recall. So next morning when I went into the class and I tried to sympathize with the teacher and mentioned that I feel so sorry that your embassy has been bombed. He thought for a while and replied that this has happened to us because we are weak. We have to make ourselves strong. So now look at the understanding of that professor and his commitment that he thinks that he has to make and contribute in making China strong. And 20 years, little more than 20 years down the line, we see where China is now, much stronger than what it was 20 years ago. And I think Chinese universities, Chinese professors and students have contributed in a great deal in that. Now, while we have mentioned a large number of students being admitted by Chinese universities, and some of the challenges have also been very aptly indicated by General Asghar. By my experience, since I was there for my master's and then later I worked in Shanghai as part of a ship construction program that Pakistan Navy had there. And I interacted with a lot of students. There were those who were studying in China. I'm not sure about the other sectors, but are those who were doing or studying the medical, those who were becoming doctors. They were doing for some certain universities whose degrees were not recognized by the Pakistan Medical and Dental Council. And I'm not sure what is the status now. And although we were getting many students returning from China after doing their medical studies, but they had to come back and reappear in some of the things, and most of them would never, and most of them, would resort to running their own clinic even without, certification, and depending upon whatever education they got in China. So while we are talking of the collaboration, I think we need to resolve this glitch also, so that the students who get educated from China become more useful in Pakistan. One of the while we were talking of the universities with whom we have the collaboration, someone mentioned about the China Geological Survey as well. Just for the information of you all, that Pakistan Navy has collaborated with the China Geological Survey, and China Geological Survey has a large number of ships, survey ships, and 2 expeditions have already been conducted by China Geological Survey in our exclusive economic zone for identifying areas where we have the hydrocarbons and other deposits. The prospects in the last 2 expeditions are excellent. The 3rd expedition will take place in December to February this year, in which we will finally identify the areas where we need to do drilling and hopefully get some success in exploration of these this wealth that lies untapped along our coast. So the prospects are very high, and we hope that what the studies are showing, we would be both in terms of gas and oil. The reserves that are being shown by those surveys is such that it will place us, Pakistan, at number 4 and 5 after leading oil and gas producers, only behind, like the America, the Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and some of the other countries, and we will be In one case, we'll be at number 4, and the other case will be number 5, inshallah. So this collaboration with China Geological Survey is also going to, change the fate of this country, inshallah. So, I also heard some talk about the workmanship of our workforce and need to collaborate as far as technical and vocational training is concerned. I think this gentleman from Huawei was talking about it. My observation is that since we are in collaboration with China for a number of projects that includes construction of ships and submarines, the skill level of our workers is far inferior than compared to the Chinese workers. So which means that in this field also we have to do a lot so that our workers become useful and skilled manpower. Because our work, what is being done in Pakistan, has to be supervised and seen by our Chinese supervisors to make sure that the thing is done as it should be. So that is, I think, area where we need to focus, and we need to prepare our manpower to be able to do work in Pakistan as well as abroad and be at par with other skilled manpower of the world. And there, while I was in China, I saw in the shipyard, as well as in the other construction sector, the culture, the work culture, is that they work round the clock in 3 shifts, 8-hour shift, and they are there working round the clock. And that is the reason that they are able to produce things on time, even most of the times ahead of the time, and seeing the things happening, in a very short span of time. You must have all heard that when this COVID started, they had built a multi-storied hospital in about 100 days. So that is only possible with that kind of culture of working, which we also need to introduce here in Pakistan. While we are, let me also share that during my interaction with different Pakistanis and others in Pakistan and abroad, our basic education system up to bachelor's is very strong. And all those Pakistanis who go abroad for their master's degree, they feel no difficulty in all the basic sciences, that is the mathematics, physics, chemistry, and other things, and now you can include the computers as well. Our basic education system is very good, and it is only the post or the masters, postgraduate and masters and PhDs, that is where I think we need to collaborate and learn from other universities of the world, and of course the Chinese. That is the topic of the day. With regards to, I think one of the speakers mentioned that China has surpassed America as far as the artificial intelligence is concerned. One of the thrust lines that I have given to the Bahria University is to develop a center to be the center of excellence as far as Pakistan is concerned in AI. And I think if Bahria University can collaborate with the Chinese universities in AI and be the leading university in AI in Pakistan, I think that is my vision, and Bahria University needs to work in that direction more vigorously. Just a small point, last but not the least, this is only for our overseas speakers and even some of the Pakistanis also, that we pick up map of Pakistan from Google or elsewhere, which does not show the correct Pakistani map on the world map. So government of Pakistan has issued an official map which shows the part of Jammu and Kashmir as disputed territory, and we have shown that as part of Pakistan. I would urge the foreign participants to use the map issued by the government of Pakistan whenever they are showing Pakistan, here in Pakistan and abroad. So these were some of the points that I wanted to talk about. In the end, I must compliment Bahria University for arranging this conference on a very important topic, collaboration between Pakistanis and Chinese universities in the higher education. I think it's state of the art. I thank all the participants for making this conference successful, and Bahria University for arranging such a wonderful event. I thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. This conference has been a wonderful experience. On behalf of Bahria University, I would like to express my appreciation to all the honorable guests, keynote speakers, and the participants of this conference.
This is the end of the conference, but a hopeful beginning of an era of enriching and prosperous academic collaborations between Pakistan and China. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
再见. Goodbye.
谢谢。